How's it going, guys? Uh, I really hate OBS sometimes. This is my second recording of this walkthrough, because when I did my first recording, I had it in a display capture, so OBS didn't bother registering that I have the game in full screen. So what took me 30 minutes basically was just a 30-minute video of my menu screen, which really pissed me off when I watched the footage of it. OBS is such a fickle little thing. So I had to go into OBS settings and set for game capture for full screen. So what may be a new thing to you guys is a second round for me. Swear OBS. But like I said, I'd like to give a big shout out to my friend Lust. He gave me a mic and a headset so that I can actually do commentary for you guys and stuff like that. So if I could give him a big old hug, I would. But I'd like to give him a big shout out for that. So basically where we left off, it was dealing with the anatrox, and you have the Empire, and you have the Empire. You have Wolfhaven Guards and the Empire getting to dispute about that, about the whole dwarven ruins and stuff like that. Who should be taking it over and so forth. And the Empire's a giant pile of scum as it is anyway. So, let's see here. This giant statue is amazing. I wonder how old it is. Blah, who cares? We came for the treasure and the riches. Typical Empire. And I apologize if it seems a little laggy. For some reason I put in game capture and decides to lag, but I put in display capture, it works out smooth. I don't get it. I'm working on like 4 gigabytes worth of RAM, so that's probably maybe the reason why it's trying to run OBS and Minecraft at the same time. And since Minecraft alone takes like 1.5 gigabytes just to run, which is insane. So, door seems to open with a gem. So, it says Dre, which is basically mixed words for red. So you need to find a redstone. Door seems to open with the gem. Zool Pal, you need a lapis zool for that one, and then this one up here, which is Olog, which is gold. So basically, you have to find 3 gems to open any of these doors in here, because each one takes a certain gem. And in order to find that, you have to go back to Wolfhaven, because where the Empire thinks the gems are actually hidden here, they are not. You know, they've been founded and collected by people. And he actually mentions it right here. We need some sort of gems, so can't find them. No, you won't find them in here, good buddy. This place is huge. What were the dwarven doing here? That's a giant secret, and that's actually a following DLC too. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick pause. We're going to go over to teleport to Wolfhaven, because I know Minecraft, its stupid chunks are not wanting to load, and it takes like 15 seconds an area for the chunks to load, which is really annoying. So I don't want you guys straining your eyes looking at that. So we're going to pause that right there, and we'll teleport over there. Alright, we're back. So I apologize for that. Make sure. Okay. I had to make sure my mic was on. Sorry for that if you hear a random click. I apologize once again if the Minecraft seems laggy. It's because I have it in full screen. And it's, like I said, this is the main reason why I have it in the full screen display way that I had it set. I don't know. I had seen a lot of complaints about that people wanted full screen instead of like Windows, because it looks more professionally better. I understand, but at the same time, you gotta kind of work with me here, because you know full screen is really laggy, and since you're already working on 4 gigabytes worth of RAM, you know, gotta find an even grounds. I apologize, guys. I really do. So Serena over here is the giant snob of the area, and over here it says the door is locked. A key might open it, which means you have to find the key. Which, if you come right over here, well, this is just like really laggy. Thankfully, there's only like 3 parts left, so I might just put in the display capture area. I'll let you guys watch this. Like I said, I know people want full screen, but my computer tower is hand built, so there's a lot of things I still want to add into it, like more RAM processing power, so Minecraft runs smoothly. It doesn't look as laggy. So if you guys want it still full screen, this is basically what you're gonna get. You know, otherwise, all I'll do is I'll just stretch it out in the display screen, and you guys can watch that way. I do apologize though, but we'll do that. Jeez, it's so laggy. I don't know how you guys like it in full screen like this. I really don't. But she holds one of the gems. And basically come over here, it says Celine's personal chest. Open it. Now, in my RPG, there is a morale system where if you steal from shopkeepers or any, you go into like a random person's house and you actually steal from them, it does affect your ending. There are 3 endings to my RPG. You have the main ending, which is once you beat the RPG. Then you have the morale system where you can either be the good guy and not steal from people, or you can be the bad guy and steal from them. And you'll get a different ending dialogue and so on and so forth. So just be very aware of that. Because I've seen people, wanting to take the loot from shopkeeper's chest only to realize, oh, there's a morale system. I don't want to look like the bad guy. So there's that. But that's actually explained later into one of the books once you beat the, I think it's level 3 Ward 1? Or it's you start... No, I think it's either that one or after you beat the best steal. I don't remember which one. It's been so long since I've played this. So. It's been like 5 months since I've been on the server, so it's like everything's still like a little rusty to me. And basically over here, what you want in, but it's haunted. Even we don't go in. Chicken. Come over here. I realized in the last video it was pretty dark because I didn't have any night vision potions when we were going through Astaroth's Fortress. This place smells of dust and mold. Great for your allergies. A hero's weakness, his allergies. You see all these heroes with like these invincible powers, like they can't be killed. But you never hear anything about their allergies. Hello, a weakness. The floors begin to creak and dust falls around. Oh, that's just great. Secret panel. We'll be taking that. Thank you very much. This is so laggy. But I don't want to have to fickle with OBS and have it crash on me again, so gotta stick it out here with me, guys. I do apologize. I think the next thing we'll just end up doing is just this display thing. It just runs a lot more smoother and it doesn't look as laggy. I'll do it this way. Jeez, this is so laggy. Thankfully, most of the rest of it is just like dialogue, so you don't have to really worry about too much game interaction like parkour and stuff like that. So. Hope you guys' Thursday is going good. Mine's been a pile of crap. Been sick the last couple of days, so it's just like flu season is starting to kick around my town, so it's like trying to not to get sick and don't want to leave home at the same time, but when you need supplies, it's kind of like I really don't want to go out. I apologize if you hear my mouse or my keyboard. I know they're probably like really loud. So this is the gentleman we need. The runes. Oh yes, I have a book over there. 35 Grandazi. My name is Gray, and I'm the historian of Wolfhaven. Any question? So this is where the morale system kicks in, and this is the only character in the game that I have set where you are actually allowed to steal from, and you have no consequences because it is part of the main storyline, and not for your own personal greed. So we're gonna nick that from you. Look at that pickpocketing skill. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pause it here. We're gonna teleport back just in case the chunks are loaded in, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So we'll be right there. All right, we're back. I just had to make sure everything was loading in. So basically, you'll come over here. You'll need the gem, but thankfully for us, we have that. Wow, this is so insane. And I'm full green bar in it too, so I know it's not my internet. You know. And you'll need the blue gem, which we have. Ooh, this is not the area we need to go to. Wrong door. And wrong area? That's not the wrong area, is it? Oh. Did I just take a wrong door? Ah! This is so laggy. Is it this door? No, it can't be this door. Alright. Oh! I explains my life. I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. I thought something seemed kind of funky. I'm like, I know this is the right door. We just did this. So basically, it just doesn't matter which order you place the gems in, you just place them there. Because there's no more use for those. I really apologize that this video is too laggy for you guys. Like I said, this is the reason why I don't keep this in full screen. I know I'm doing a lot of complaining in here. Hold on, guys. Gotta pause it. Gotta wait for those chunks to load in. Alright, guys. We're back. Sorry, I had to load in the chunks. I know. So this is the Gods&Goddess, the ship of the New Wonders. Basically, this is the first settler ship. And I say settlers and not people who actually lived here. Because there is original, what would you call them? Like the original, I want to say original settlers, but the people who actually originally live on this land, and then you have the new settlers, which is like the pilgrims coming to America type of situation. So this is their ship, but it's in a dwarven ruin area. The ship seems hundreds of years old, which it is. It's actually, in fact, 200 years old, actually. Which you actually eventually get to read in some of the lore. And a little lore here. Seer. Our course travel is unknown, escaping the Empire. Been 3 months and still no land. People are starving. It's been 5 months. Half of us have died. The sickness and mysterious fog has rolled in. We can't see anything. We have crashed land. I cannot speak. We have crashed land. It's actual land, our new home. But what is this? A figure comes from the fog, a shadowy figure. His eyes, his voice, his skin. He's not human. What are you? My name is Dracula, and I welcome to you my land and your new home. Here you will be safe from your troubles. My head grew dizzy and I passed out. So basically, they get to meet me, and as you watch some, I cannot speak today. I apologize, guys. I'm just kind of flustered about OPS. If you actually read some of the signs or actually listen to it or whatnot, they talk about the owner. Well, no one knows who the owner is, especially the Empire, and the Empire don't give, they really don't really give a rat's ass, because they're here just to take the land and take any treasures that they think is theirs. And yes, I said ass. I don't see that as a bad word. I always try to keep my channel PG-13. So if you're looking for like cursing and crap like that, you'll get a little mild of it, like crap and ass and stuff like that, but nothing like really too, out there. That might change when I start doing League of Legends CFT. So if I do actually do heavily cursing in that, I will actually put a disclaimer in my description and before the video starts, just so you guys know. But yeah, so the owner of the land is being me, and the Empire doesn't know that, and they don't care, And very few of the townspeople actually know who the actual true owner is. So here, this is the last anatrox survivor, last dwarven survivor. You won't be able to read his dialogue whatsoever, but we'll take his key because we will need it, and we will need to come over here. And as you might have seen, there was a locked chest in that ship, and there's a reason why. It's a very important item you will actually need for the end of this level. We'll come over here. And if you guys watched the last video I did, you'll which was the one having the end fight with the Guardian. You'll see some in the dialogue about your hero and then his companions. We'll use that to open this. 1 second. We'll take that. That's basically a God's Bane to kill high-level enemies and stuff like that. A very important item. But it's mostly dialogue purpose and not really like physical RPG wise. Not until like later on. I'm not going to spoil anything. So basically, it's like if you like maybe read some books, you know, and you have your main character, and then like on the side, you know, you have like your sidekick who comes in, you know, or if you do it in like an RPG wise, it's kind of hard to explain. Some of you guys might actually get what I mean, where it's just like your lone character, and then throughout your RPG playthrough, you start picking up random characters, or they may not actually be there. They might just be like dialogue wise, kind of like a backstory type of situation. You kind of get what I mean. So that's basically where your swordsman and your archer came into play. It's more dialogue purpose wise to give it more like action. Yes, that's so. Give me the bug. So basically, you couldn't read his language, and it's the same thing here, except it's translated. You need this key to unlock the magic chest, which we got. Guardian waits you on the last of my kind here. So he basically forewarns you that the Guardian is already here, and the Guardian's plan was to actually beat you here before you could actually do anything. And I just forgot to take the key. I'm not going back. But in other words, you'll need the key to unlock these doors. I totally forgot it, but we're just going to do a skip here. So our good old friend, the Guardian, says, I knew you would come here, hero. Catch me if you can, or flee, coward. Some brave words for a dead man. So basically, this is the end of level 3. And thankfully, you won't have to watch this lagginess, because I will put it into the more display version of it. I do apologize, but that's the way it has to be. I can't even stand looking at how laggy it is. It says, be fair warned, this is the end of level 3, so be prepared. In this fight, you will be timed, fail, and you redo it all over. So basically, you have 30 seconds, and if you fail, you have to redo this level all over again. Just the level anatrox level, not the whole entire section of level 3. So Guardian turns into a giant black dragon. Hence the reason why the wings in his final form. And they're saying there's like 12 words or 9, something like that on him. And they're all scrambled, and you have 30 seconds to figure out what each word is. And each word is an actual item that's in Minecraft. Some people can get them, some people can't, some people fail. Lucky for us, we're not doing that. We're just skipping it because I'm saving that for you guys. So we'll come up through here. We'll drop down. We'll take the sword. Place that. Whoops. That there. And then sky. So basically, Howl at the Moon, Great Grey Wolf, run through the sky. So you basically have 9 out of the 12 words. And this is where I have to read the dialogue all over again. Be fair warned, it's 25 pages of dialogue. So if you don't want to bother listening to the dialogue, just go ahead and skip to the ending. And I'll probably add some more complaining or credit thing to let you guys know. Just fair warning you guys. So you chase after the Guardian. After it taunts you, you only coming face to face with the door. And I apologize if you hear my neighbor's motorcycle. You hear a loud roar, but you rush in to see the Guardian transform into his final form of Black Dragon. Now that part right there, this is the part I'm talking about. It's your character, your main character is rushing in first. This is where the second part is where your companions will follow you. Now you must find a way to defeat or be consumed by it. Action dialogue. This is where your companions, who are not physically there, but they're more there in the dialogue purpose. Your team gives chase running down the hall as the Guardian seals the door shut. The swordsman and axeman begin to cut down the door. The archer has drawn an arrow back just in case. Just as the team is about to break the door, they hear a giant monstrous roar. They give one last push only to come into the room. with the guardian transforming into a giant black dragon. The archer fires off a volley of arrows, and they begin to bounce off the dragon. The swordsman and axeman run straight forward with weapons steadfast and slash the dragon, only for it to have no effect. The archer looks for weak points and sees seals on the dragon's body. Archer, look there, those seals, go for those. Just as the swordsman and axeman take their swings, the black dragon sweeps them across the floor. Archer, over here, you overgrown lizard. The black dragon's eyes pierce right at the archer and begins, brings its head back and blows fire. I apologize. The archer luckily manages to roll out of the way and fires off an arrow. Still no effect. The struggle continues. The axeman takes a swing at the seal, only for his axe to bounce off and almost hit him. The swordsman climbs on the dragon's back and slams his sword into the dragon's head. His sword doesn't make a dent. The black dragon swipes him off with his tail. The team is getting exhausted. The dragon isn't being affected by their attacks. Just as the lightning bolt comes down and breaks one of the seals, being protected by a magic barrier, the mage finally arrived. After dealing with the Empire soldiers, they actually had a chance. The axeman jumps off, takes a deep breath, and throws his axe straight into the seal. A loud bang happens, and the seal is broken. A loud roar as the dragon roars in pain. Mage, good hit. Now we need to get the rest. The dragon slams his front foot on the ground, creating a small tremor, throwing the team off balance. The mage throws an ice spear at one of the seals. The dragon uses his wings to deflect it. The swordsman begins to hit the seal with the hilt of his sword. It makes a small crack in the seal. Swordsman, mage fire one of those spells over here. The dragon catches notice and swings his steel into the mage, slamming him into the wall. Guardian, you weak, pathetic kind. You have no idea of the power I possess. And this is where some of the main importance into the story actually comes into play. You seek to release Zeta, and then I cannot have you, and all you shall fall to me. That part right there, you seek to release Zeta. Your whole purpose is to seal him away. So remember that dialogue. Axeman, oh shut it, we're the heroes and you're just some scaly beast. The dragon begins to flap its wings, making strong winds, pushing the heroes against the wall. The dragon takes its front foot and begins to swing it down at the axeman, but just in time, the mage manages to recover and distracts it with using a fireball. Mage, over here, I possess the power to break your seals, and I'll show you how. He begins to chant, and clouds begin to form over the dragon. With one good slam, he unleashes lightning upon the dragon, hitting the seals, breaking the barrier. The archer takes point of this and fires off a handful of arrows at one of the seals. It shatters and the dragon roars. It throws heads at the archer, trying to take a bite. The swordman dives into the archer, rolling them both out of the way. He gets up and charges the dragon, climbing its mouth and hoisting himself upon the snout. The dragon begins shaking his head, trying to throw him off. The swordsman then slams his axe into the dragon claw. The dragon takes his tail and tries to spear the axeman. The swordsman gets a grip runs over into the top of the head of the dragon and raises his sword, but the dragon throws him off in the air. With the dragon's mouth open, he is ready to snack on his next meal. Both the archer and the mage use their abilities and strike the dragon in the eye. The dragon thrusts his head down out of pain. The swordsman comes straight down and slams his sword into the seal, breaking and slamming the sword into the dragon's head. Killing the dragon, right, the swordsman slides down. The axeman gets up and dusts himself off. The archer and the mage slowly walk over, each member out of breath. The swordsman thought it was a tense fight. Thought it'd be gecko dinner. They all look at each other, and Archer was wrong, mage. And this is where another part of the important main story dialogue comes to play. It's something that the beast said: we are trying to release Zeta, but that can't be. We're trying to seal them away. That right there. There's a little hints into this, which will actually, you'll come to find out. Maybe it's confused in the time of the battle. Something still bothers me with what the beast said. I need to check it out. The mage leaves through a town portal. The rest look at each other with blank expressions. What was that about? Axeman, no clue. But tonight we feast. We just slew a dragon. Archer, I'm going to sleep all through the nights. Swordsman, I know the feeling of both, but I need to relax these sore muscles. They all begin to leave through the town portal, but the swordsman couldn't get that saying out of his head. The swordsman's thought. Releasing Zeta, what was he going on about? Lost in thought, he walked through the portal with the steam. Just as the portal closes, the Guardian begins to decay and a whisper in the wind. So the lock is broken, another door to be opened. That right there is one of the most important pieces of dialogue for the main storyline of that scene right there. And you will eventually find out, once you actually manage to get to the end level of the RPG, what that saying actually means. So, once again, and probably for the 100th time, I do apologize if the gameplay looked really laggy. Like I said, this is the reason why I don't play Minecraft I don't even play Minecraft in full screen on my laptop, or even on any of the other computers I play, because it's so laggy. Unless you have a professional built computer who can actually handle running Minecraft for full screen, you're going to have a lot of lag, But mine's not like a $500 something PC either, so there's a huge difference there. So I do apologize if the gameplay is laggy. Like I said, if you guys want to leave your comments, what you think about it, go ahead. But like I said, I'm most likely just going to keep in the display capture version of it, because it's so much easier and it runs so much more smoother. I know a lot of you guys don't like it because it just looks unprofessional and it's butt ugly, but we gotta find like even ground. But I hope you guys' Thursday is going good. Like I said, I'm gonna knock out the next following parts of the RPG. Thankfully, we're reaching the end, so we'll be traveling to Wolf Temple and finishing up the rest of the RPG in probably the next couple of days. And after that, I'll probably either download Steam or I'll just file transfer the games over into this computer, and I have some other fellow games that I'm going to be playing, so you won't have to watch laggy Minecraft. But I hope you guys are enjoying the RPG, and I will catch you guys in the next walkthrough of it. Thanks, guys.